Hey guys, so whether you have a barbell or whether you're just using a brush handle, we've got a weightlifting session for you. We're going to start with the usual, the general warm-up, and then the barbell snatch warm-up. I have videos for those as well, just to remind you, so follow those links if you need a bit of help with those. Then everyone's going to start with the snatch. You've got 3 movements that you're going to work on today: hip snatch, hang snatch, and snatch balance. Hip snatch, starting from the hip, getting those high elbows, pulling yourself underneath the bar. The hang snatch, you get into a hang position first, so anywhere between the hip and the knee, pulling back into that hip position and then completing the rep the same, and then you're popping that bar onto your back and doing a snatch balance, bringing your elbows forward first and driving up while getting under that bar. So this is what we're looking for: snatch grip into that hip position from here. Then second one, hang to that hang, switch to the hip, high elbows and squat. Then that bar goes onto your back. Push those elbows forward, squeeze your bum, dip, drive and drop like so. If you have a bar, you are going to do 1 rep of each, 5 working sets. If you only have a PVC pipe, that's grand. You're going to do 3 reps of each every minute on the minute for 10 minutes. If you can't quite get the depth in those, let's go for power, so catching it high, but I would only recommend going to that if you can't do the movement with a PVC pipe or an empty bar, because this is all about technique. Now that we don't have the heavy weights, we're going to dial in that technique and it will carry over. So don't revert to power unless you really can't do it with the really light weight. So that's your first one. Clean and jerk then. For this, you're going to do a hip clean, a hang clean, a front squat if you have a bar, and a split jerk. So same concept, starting from the hip and practicing on driving with your legs first and then pulling with your arms to get under the bar. The second one is a hang, where you introduce this hinge first to gain a little bit more momentum and then pull yourself under the bar. The front squat is to get you a little bit fatigued before you go into that split jerk. So from here, brace, starting in the hip with your hook grip on. You're going to drive with your legs, pull with your elbows, squat and up. Hang. Front squat if you have a bar. And then big reset before you go for that split. And recover. Good. So if you have the bar, it's 1 rep of each, 5 working sets again. If you don't have the bar, we're going to do an EMOM again. 3 hip clean, 3 hang clean. You're going to skip the front squat and you're going to do 3 split jerk as well. So 6 reps each time. Accessory. So everybody is going to do 3 rounds, 5 to 10 behind the neck press. That is snatch grip press. So onto your back like you were for the snatch balance, elbows forward, big brace and press. So press, make sure you're really deliberate about locking out those arms at the top. 5 reps if you have a bar and a little bit of weight, 10 if you have the PVC pipe. The second thing, weighted Cossacks and single leg step up. So you're going to hold a weight, you can hold a plate, you can hold a kettlebell, whatever you want. We're going to go wide, just like we did in the warm-up, and you're going to move from one side to the other. Not too worried about depth, I'm just worried about getting weight into one leg and getting that other leg fully straight while you keep this foot planted, it doesn't pop up. So 8 each side. Step ups then, again, holding the weight somewhere, and you're going to step, just going to move the laptop. You're going to step up, push through the front leg, other leg comes up, and you stand fully up, and you're going to step down to the other side and do 8 each leg. If you don't have a bar, you're going to do an extra bit of accessory, where you're going to do 10 bent over row and 10 push press with whatever dumbbell or kettlebell you have at home. So bent over row, you're into this position, a hinge, you're going to hold dumbbell at both sides, whatever you want, and you're just going to pull till your elbows are behind you. And the push press then, you're going to hold it here, dip and drive, 10 of each. This is just to keep loading the body, because if you were only working with the brush handle, you're not going to get the load, you're just going to get the technique. So this is just adding a little bit of that. Enjoy!